is Coaches Talk, man. With your
What's
boy Bishop
good?
Franks. What's going on, big dog? What's going on?
It's
You know,
you.
I don't know, man. It's
What?
it's both of us, man. It's both of us. You know how we do it.
Hey, what up, family? Welcome back. Time to
Before we
spit
get
that fire.
exactly before we get started, man, please hit that like button, man. Hit that red subscribe button. Ring the bell, man, so you won't miss any content that we got going forward. Today, man, we're gonna touch base on a few emails, man. Touch on a few area of things. Talk about the girls softball team getting the picture from LSU. Talk about the baseball boys getting three players in the baseball portal. But mainly about football, man. We're counting down these days. We are finally under 100 days before football starts. So everybody, man, is trying to figure out how good is Oklahoma going to be this year. Some say 6-7, some say 9-3, some say 10-2, some say Brent Venables last year. So we're gonna try to break down today some stats and everything, man, followed by some emails that we got from some listeners. Other than that, man, Bishop, man, how was your weekend?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I just got back. I just got back from a Cajun restaurant called Razoo's.
Okay.
Man,
Was it
ooh,
good?
man, look.
Hey, don't be doing
No,
that.
hey, I'm a Southern kid, man. So I love spices. I love
Yeah.
fried food, man. I tried
Yeah.
fried crawfish for the first time.
Oh.
I've tried
Oh.
I
Yeah.
tried
Yeah.
stuffed. Now stuffed. My daughter had the stuffed fish.
Okay.
Keontae had the Cajun pasta. My other daughter had the Cajun pasta, and my wife tried gumbo. My wife had the gumbo.
Ah.
So she had the gumbo,
Okay.
and she said, and then my daughter like, "You trying to be like Bishop? Make the gumbo." So you know how we do, man. But hey, man,
Seatbelt.
always a great time to spend time with family and friends and everything, man. So
Absolutely.
it was a blessing today to see my grandbaby. I went to go watch one of her basketball games. It's just something about watching 5 year olds, man, try to play basketball, man. It just warms your heart when you see them just run up and down the court, man, and they're just giving it their all and
Definitely.
just trying. That's a great thing, man.
Yeah.
That is
Definitely.
that is a great thing. We don't know until we see it on the field. Hey, I know you, man. Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and say that is not what everyone's thinking. I think everyone feels that Oklahoma's gonna be great this year, but I think people have to see it. I think that's what
Yeah.
as fans, we keep every year we say, "Oh man, this is the year for Oklahoma," and then something bad happens, and they were like, "Damn, what happened?" I think
Yeah.
we had our oh shit moment last year with the receivers being out, inexperienced at the OC, uh, not having experience at the quarterback for the first time in a long time in Oklahoma. I just feel like everything that could happen bad to Oklahoma happened, and they're not saying that it was the team, and they're not addressing all the mishaps. They're just saying BV ain't the guy, and
Mm.
I think it's very unfair to put all that pressure on that young man because the football game has elevated in a different way now with NIL, with revenue sharing, and with a lot of things with the transfer portal. We don't want to address the issues. We just say he's the problem or that's the problem without trying to dissect it and break down what is actually the problem. So tonight, that's what we're gonna try to do. Try to break down some of this stuff, man, and put it in simple form so people can understand it.
No stuff.
Try to.
Yeah, definitely. No,
But
I'm
first,
the
don't
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
No, no,
You
I
good?
was
You good?
just gonna say, shout out to everybody that's in the building, Thunder
Seatbelt. Hey
and
man, my boy
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt been in
Big
there.
salute.
He been representing for the last few weeks,
Yeah,
man.
he
I
does.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no
Um,
doubt, no doubt.
Thunder
But
OU said it is very unfair to put all the pressure on BV because no rookie coach had to deal with the NIL plus transfer portal before. That's very true. But like I said, Thunder, nobody wants to hear that. When you're at a program like Oklahoma, they feel like you have that pixie dust where you can just sprinkle it on there and it'll fix everything.
yeah.
It's hard, man. And look, for instance, today I watched a baseball game when I was at the Razzoos. Some team beat the brakes off Duke baseball, and it was a a mid-major team. It was like 19-9. And I'm like, damn, Duke getting beat like that. But me and Keontae was talking, and he was like, Mr. Ricks, that's what NIL is doing. NIL is letting you know you ain't got to go to these big schools no more. You ain't got to go to your Dukes and your North Carolinas and your NC States. You can go to Nevada State. You can go to, somewhere else.
Dallas Baptist.
Yes, you ain't got to go to these major schools. Who would have thought that SMU is one of the biggest boosters, has one of the biggest dollar amount in the transfer portal?
Yeah.
SMU has the biggest NIL purse in college football. You can go do your research. SMU has that money that you just can't touch, just like Texas A&M, just like Texas. But I'm just saying SMU is a whole different beast because they've been doing it back since the 80s and the 90s, and they ain't stopping.
Yeah, and they laid up in the cut because they know from before they were just trying to see how everything's going to shape up, and now we're starting to see. Yeah, they ain't never left the game. They just been laying in the cut, waiting for this moment.
Yeah. So we're going to get on some emails, and then we're going to jump right into the scheduling and trying to predict what OU is going to end up with. I still feel like we got 10 more days, and then we're going to wait till the transfer portal closes on softball. Okay. Then we're going to jump into trying to predict next season's top 25 softball rankings. Okay. So I just think that, man, we're going to try to baby step our way into this. There's some new guardrails coming in college football with NIL. It needs to be Thunder. I'm not a big component. I mean, look, when we say name, image, and likeness, okay, let's break it down. Name, image, and likeness. How can I get paid for my name if I haven't played yet? How can I get paid for my image when I haven't even dressed out yet? How can I get paid for my likeness when you haven't seen me play yet? So it ain't name, image, and likeness. It's pay for play.
Yeah.
That's what it all boils down to. And I get it. I'm not a sourpuss. I'm not a person that's mad about that. I'm just saying, let's call it what it is. Let's not try to sugarcoat this and make it out to be something that it's not. The NCAA dropped the gun on this one. They were so anxious about paying players that there was no guardrails put in place before they started doing this. Then it became whoever had the most money got the players.
And understand that was by choice because they were forced to. Instead of taking the bull by the horn and creating something, they acted out of hurt and just threw something out there that was just vague in its pure structure.
Well, that's why the NCAA is not going to get involved on any more NIL deals because they've been getting their butt slammed in the courthouse.
Yeah.
It's just not, that's not going to go away. NIL is not going to go away. So I guess they feel revenue sharing is the way to monitor and dictate the funds, but that still won't affect NIL.
Facts.
So, but anyway, jump on some of these emails, man, because some of these emails are about you, some of these emails about me. So we're just going to jump on some of them, man, and try to address some of these issues that people are writing into us. I believe we got 10 tonight that we try to cipher through. So let's keep it going. This one says, what's going on, Coach Ricks and Bishop? This is Tony Jones from Charlotte, North Carolina. I just wanted to reach out to say how happy I am that you guys have brought the podcast back. I feel very excited that you guys have also brought back the emails. It just feels genuine to see people interacting with you guys on your podcast. Keep up the good work, stay blessed, and continue to drive forward. I appreciate that email, Tony, man. Thank you so much, man. Hey, that's what it's all about, man. I'm going to try to answer every email. Bishop's going to try to answer every email. The only email I won't answer is the one that I don't get. So if you send it to us, we're going to try to break it down and get it on the show because I want to give people their flowers. I want people to know that we do read these emails. We don't just sit there and say, "Oh yeah, no, I reread these emails, and I do it live because I want people to know that I got the email. That is the best way to do it, is to do it live
Yeah, definitely. I
and
second
read it
that.
out and read it out." So on to the next one. What's going on, Coach Ricks and Bishop? This is Melanie Chambers. I am from Bixby, Oklahoma. Whoa, around your stomping ground. My question to you and Bishop is: do you see Oklahoma making a major impact this year? And what do you think about Oklahoma moving forward in the SEC? A lot of people are finally giving them their respect defensively. Keep up the good work, stay blessed, and much continued success. I think a lot of people is, man. When you first started the season, when the season was over and we lost to Navy, what was the first thing we kept hearing? Oh, the same old Oklahoma. They're going to be 6-6 again next year.
Yeah.
But now, a lot of these podcasters, a lot of these people on the social media, they're starting to turn their tune to, ooh, Oklahoma has the best defensive line. Oklahoma's going to have one of the best five. Oklahoma's going to be one of the top 5 defenses in the SEC. So, what do you feel has changed?
What has changed is people are doing the research and the work to make sure that when they're saying something, they have looked into it, and they're starting to see that the competitive depth keeps jumping right back at them, and they realize that with all the problems we had last year and the answers to the questions we committed to it, that they see the potential that we see.
Yes, I mean, you got to see it, man. If you don't see the changes that Oklahoma has made, either you just don't care or you just a hater. Because even some of the other media outlets and social media podcast people have said that Oklahoma has shown great and significant strive in the right direction to
Right.
rectify all the problems they had last year. But you have some people that are saying, as a smokescreen, Oklahoma is still going to be that 6-6 team next year. They're not ready and they're not built for the SEC. I guess we're gonna find out sooner or later and everything, man. But I just think that a lot of people are finally catching on to what Ben Arbuckle, what Jim Nagy and Brent Venables is doing. They backstroking better than Michael Phelps.
Well,
Well, I mean, it's best to is I mean, look, if I'm wrong about something, I'll say, you know what? I reported something like when we said Tennessee might not bounce back after that heartbreaking loss. I came right back on the podcast, said, you know what? I stand corrected. I was wrong. They played their butt off the last 2 games just to make it back. And then they lost to Texas, who finally end up winning their first national championship and everything. We'll get on that later. Because I feel like that pretty much saved Mike's White job. I feel like if Mike White would have lost to Texas Tech, it wouldn't look too good for him. It wouldn't look too good for him. Seatbelt said, I've said for a long time, if you can't see what's coming, you hating, dumb as hell, or simply not paying attention. Some folks, man, Seatbelt, man, they see it. They just feel like, hey, I don't want to say anything, man, because and it's okay as you're an OU fan to say that. But I'm like this. I believe in my team, but I do want to see it as well. I'm being honest. Dwight says,
go
I'm
ahead.
good. I'm good. I'm ready for Indiana tonight. Oh, yeah, the Thunder gonna get that one tonight.
No doubt, no doubt.
They'll get that one. They'll get that one.
Yeah.
But go ahead,
But
Bishop.
yeah, what I was gonna say is the key right now is that we're sitting back, but our pundits are now speaking out and starting to see what we've been seeing, and they're doing they're doing a deeper dive, and they're starting to put all the pieces together, and they're like, wait a minute, it's different if you just get a quarterback out of the portal, but you got the coaching staff, you got the OC and the quarterback coach and the quarterback to come together.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's a great combination and everything, man. And that's the great thing about having a quarterback that's been in your system for 3 years come with you when you go somewhere. Hey man, all I can say is the same way we said about the softball team, you better get Oklahoma this year, because if you don't get them this year, it's a wrap. Well, we should have said that last year about Oklahoma. If you're gonna get Oklahoma, you better get them last year, which they did. I think this year is a whole different ball game. I think it's a whole different ball game with Oklahoma coming in right now. So we'll see. Let me see. Thunder said the sports media does not like the Thunder either. Just they don't give OU any respect. I think they've given Oklahoma Thunder respect. I think that you can't lose a game like you did against Indiana when you set the precedent that you were the number 1 seed. You went through the West. You should have won that game.
Yeah, you were up by 15.
You should have won that game.
Yeah, yep.
So,
but that's okay. That was their fire test. That okay. They got that shot in. Okay. Have you learned your lesson? We'll see tonight.
Yeah. Seatbelt says for sure we got to see it. But man, the off-season plays we made with Nagy and all the assistants that could be coordinators anywhere else was clutch. Biggest one, in my opinion, being Kevin Wilson. I will always say that Kevin Wilson is the cheat code that's going to help Ben Arbuckle to that next level. Now,
Seatbelt spitting fire.
No, Seatbelt. Like I said, man, Seatbelt's on point. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with. I'm gonna start that one because I've always been saying that I'm a real big Ben Arbuckle fan. I've watched a lot of footage because I like the way that he does the double routes. I love the way that he does the Z routes. I love the way he does the digs. But the one that I love is that he loves to do crossing routes in man formation. So that means you got to guard your man 50, 60 yards across the field. And you don't know if he's going to cut forward. If he comes forward, you got to come forward. And then if he comes back, you got to turn your hips and get back. That's a hard thing to do on the defensive side when you're on the backside and you don't know if he's going to do a drag route all the way across the screen or if he's going to do a zag across and then do a go route. So there's a lot that I love about Ben Arbuckle that is going to complement Oklahoma in their process and being real good in the SEC. We're just going to have to make sure that the offensive line is very good at what they do. And then Kevin Wilson can bring in the extra components about using the tight end, going out in the flat, using your tight end across the middle.
So, can I say something about Kevin Wilson? He is the insequential X factor that has now made our tight end room on a level that it needed to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. And Dwayne, to answer your question, yes. I mean, look, it's okay having a small market, but having a small market and then being a small market team that wins the championship only induces what the Thunder can get to come there. So if you win the national championship and everything, look at all the revenue it's bringing right now to OKC with the NBA games being there. Family, friends, everybody's traveling from all over the world to come to the NBA finals. So hotel sales are up, restaurant sales are up, parking sales are up. You got to hire people to come in there and do a lot more other jobs. So this is good for the economy in Oklahoma and OKC. So
definitely,
you want this game to go 7. So you can make that extra money and that revenue for OKC. But I think Oklahoma is going to jump back in, get tonight's game. I think they're going to win I think they're going to win in 6. I think that this team is too talented. You have the most valuable player of the league in this game. He's going to have to show up. Shea going to have to show up and make his play known because he's playing around too much. He's like a LeBron. He wants to get everybody involved around him. Then at the end of the game, turn it on. Damn that. I'm like Jordan or Kobe. You follow me or you don't. You follow me or you don't. I'm going from the go. And that's what I loved about Kobe and I love about Jordan. They didn't give a damn if you did follow them. They were assassins and they were going to attack, and they don't wait to the fourth quarter to turn it on. They go from all four quarters. So
Yeah.
if we get that, man, it'll be in 6. It might be in 5. It might be in 5. Seatbelt says if we lose game 2, we are in trouble. Not necessarily. And yes, Chet gonna have to show up. He didn't show up to game 1. That 15 points, that 15, 17 points, you need that.
Yeah.
You need that for real. I love basketball. I mean, like I said, basketball is my first love. I was playing ball over the weekend, man, and now I'm so sore right now, man. I wish I didn't, but I love playing basketball. No matter how old I get, I'm gonna get out there. Is it good for me? No, but oh well, I'm gonna get out there and do it. All right, get on these emails. What's going on, Coach? This question is for Bishop. Okay, we always hear him say the gumbo. I have a question for him. If you could build a gumbo recipe using percentages from Oklahoma, how would you, 1, rate the defense, 2, rate the offense, 3, rate the running back room, and 4, the coaching staff? Thank you guys for all that you do. You have no idea how much you have helped me and my husband communicate. Coach Ricks, you don't know me, but I know your mother, and I know she is a minister, and I know she is praying over you for all the success you have. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Who is that? She didn't put a name down. She's slick with that one. She didn't put a
Yeah.
name. She didn't put a name down. God gonna call mom. Who in the hell? Who in the heck is this? All right. Gumbo. 1, rate the defense percentage wise, rate the offense percentage wise, rank the running back and the coaching staff.
Okay.
So, all right.
Defense, I have to give a 96.5. Simple fact is,
so you're gonna put all the meat. You're gonna put all the meat in the gumbo on defense. So 96
defense wins championship.
Okay, so you said 96
All
point
right,
what? 96 point what?
96.5.
All right, and that's
Always
for
give
defense.
yourself a room. I really sense that BV has been recruiting and putting pieces together. You got Brandon Hall in his secondary, and his safety room is elite. Our corners are getting back in health. They're above average to elite. And our D line with the competitive depth is elite. So looking for good things. Then Kevin Wilson for our tight end room is the X factor. I would rate him 93.5.
Hold on. You're not getting this, Bishop. You go okay, it's 100% on how to build a gumbo, 100%. So you just gave the defense 96.5.
Oh,
so that means you got 4.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
I'm rating each thing on its 100% scale. Okay, now hold up. Okay.
She said if you were building the gumbo using the football, she said if you were using the gumbo, building a recipe using percentages.
5. Okay. No. That's why you say. Oh, no wonder. Yeah, look, I was rating each one on 100%. Okay. Y'all got me in my head. All right, check it.
All right.
We got we got 5. First. We got defense, offense,
offense, running back room, and coaching staff. Yeah.
Okay. I would have to say 26% for the defense.
Okay.
And then the others are if I 23.5.
For what?
For the
offense,
running backs.
Okay.
The offense and the coaching staff.
Okay. All right. All right. I would have said, and this is because the defense is a senior led defense. I would say 40%, 40% defense.
Okay.
All right, 40% defense. I would say 35% offense. All right.
Hmm.
That leaves me at 75. All right. Then I would do 20%, 20% for the running backs room.
Okay. And the coaches?
Coaches and everything, man, I would give 5% because the coaches have been there so long that they don't need that much. And even when you bring in Wes Goodwin, he's been with these guys for so long.
Right. Right.
You don't need that much continuity. They know each other. Uh, I had an email that was wrote to me, and I'm gonna read it. I'm
Mhm.
gonna read it here in a few minutes. It was
Right. Right.
from it was from a player that played for Wes Goodwin at Clemson
Wow.
that sent the email. Uh,
Now
yeah.
you know given that it's got to be next then.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's an old one, but I'm gonna get to it here in a few
Okay.
minutes.
Gotcha.
What's up, Coach Rickson? Salute Bishop Frank Boomer freaking Sooner. Hey, Comanche Sooner, man. What's up, big dog?
Comanche Sooner. I know
What's up,
when he say
Coach?
that boomer freaking Sooner, that's Comanche. That's his trademark.
Exactly. But thank you for that email. I don't know who that is, man. She didn't give me a name, but
Yeah, but
she
whoever it
knows
was, thank you.
they know my
'Cause
mom and everything. So that's kind of
and
weird.
the
But
and the truth of the matter is, no matter what percentage we might give it, the thing is you want each ingredient to bring its part so that the whole gumbo is fire.
yeah. Well, I mean, well, we'll get back on that. We'll get back
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's
I
get
know,
these
I know, I
emails
know.
done because I have a lot to talk about this schedule. We were talking about it in the green room about how people perceive us to be this year. And
Hmm.
I gotta throw some facts out that maybe nobody really thought about. So let's go to the next one. What's going on, gentlemen? My name is Malcolm Taylor. I am from Concord, North Carolina. My question is
Hmm.
for you, Coach Ricks. You recently came to your granddaughter's basketball game, and we chopped it up a little bit about techniques that my son could do to make his game better. We took your advice. He scored 10 points today, and everyone wanted to know what I did to change his game. And I told him that I talked to a guy and he broke it down in simple form so I can finally get it no get it to my son. He messed it up. Get it to my son, who is going to be so much better, and we have a better relationship. I just wanted to know if I could pass out the information that you gave me to other parents. I believe that you really have a gift at passing down information to kids. Keep up the good work with the podcast. You guys are hilarious. Much love. Um, man, I was just talking about that a few minutes ago. When you go watch these kids play, man, Bishop, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you saw a guy walk in the street, if you saw a kid walk in the street without his mom and dad, and cars were
Hmm.
coming,
Hmm.
what would you do?
I would protect them. I would keep them from tell them to watch out.
I would go over there and make sure that kid crossed the street, make sure that kid got to where he needed to go, find mom and dad, do it. That's what I do when I go to some of these games, man. My wife
Yeah.
hates when I go to my granddaughter's basketball game. I just want to be a granddad that's in the stands and
Yeah.
just watch. But it's hard, man, when I watch the games, man, and I see techniques not being taught. Coaches that let kids just run around like squirrels and run around like animals, and there is no do this, do this. This is what you do. There is no training. There is no leadership. There is no that bothers me because I can't watch it. So I deliberately just give myself to them because I'm all about teaching kids the correct way. I've seen so many kids get left behind because no coach breaks it down the way they're supposed to.
Right.
They go find the best players, and now they're a basketball coach. Oh, I'm a good coach. No, you just went and scouted and got all the best players. That ain't a coach. So I feel like it's my job, man, to point these kids in the right direction. Am I wrong for
Hmm.
that? Maybe. My wife gets upset sometimes, but she's like, just sit back and enjoy Alani. This is Alani's time. This ain't about you. But it's hard, Bishop. It's hard to just sit there and watch wrong things being taught to kids. And then you and I both know wrong techniques that are taught create bad habits. And I don't want
Yeah,
that to happen to a 5-year-old man. So that's what
I
I'm doing,
know.
man.
But there is some validity. You gotta know when to and when not to.
Yeah, yeah.
And and
No,
and and that's why I say I ultimately I want to keep the kid from any harm. Period. Point blank. Whatever that consists of, if me actually walking them across, great. But if nothing else, I want to make sure I get his attention and make sure I get to the spot and see how I can be best utilized. But sometimes, you got to also sit back and trust that their process and see what can be added, and then maybe in your spare time, add some assistance or some feedback.
yeah.
But that's just a coach though. When you're saying that,
Dude,
that's just like
we,
me. That's just a coach. It's just like nobody tells me I need to break down film. I break down film because that's
yeah.
in me. You know what I'm saying? So when I can tell you, hey, and when this offense is running this is what their tendencies are. Is because I take ownership of making sure that
Yeah.
whatever I do, that I have a full understanding, a full comprehension, so that way when somebody asks me, they say, "Yeah, well, this is where we're missing it," you know, uh,
Yeah.
and this is where the fundamentals need to be improved upon, because it's always goes back to the fundamentals when something gets missed.
Dude, that's exactly what he said. When I walked on the court, just to give my hey coach, my name is Coach Ricks. I do clinics for kids between the ages of 4 and 10.
Mhm.
If you need anything, so when I walked up on him, he said, I could tell you a coach. He said, I could just feel it on you. And I ain't
Yeah.
never heard that. I ain't never heard a guy say, I can feel it on you. I can feel it on you. And he's like, so when you mention about, for kids that age, I tell parents, if you want a kid 4 and 5 years old
Hmm.
to really learn how to shoot basketball, check this out. Get them a weighted basketball. A weighted basketball, sit there and just shoot up in the air and catch it. Shoot up in the air and catch it. Perfect form. He was like, well, coach, that ball is real heavy for him. Yeah, keep doing it. 30 minutes a day, every day. He said, well, coach, my wife think, I said, if you do that 30 minutes a day, when he gets that regular basketball, it's so light. He gonna start chunking that thing. And he was like, dude, I didn't even think about that. And he was like, and I said, it takes other people that have knowledge that you don't know to come in
Yeah.
there and say, hey, try this,
Yeah.
try this. So he said he tried it. He said, man, he's shooting from the elbow now. It's not in the paint no more. He's shooting from the elbow, from the free throw line. Like, yeah, because the basketball is so light now, and you got
Yeah.
so used to that 8-pound medicine ball that now you're using the basketball. You're shooting that thing, man, like it's nothing, like it's a loaf of bread, like it's a piece of paper. And he said, you know what, man, I would have never thought about that. He said, no one really broke it down to me like that, to do that. So
Yeah.
that's what bothered me. But here's another thing too, Bishop.
Yeah.
I know I did it on Jason's show. I didn't do it on my show. I did it on
Okay.
Bishop. I did it on Jason's show. I have so many awards here on my table. The best award or the best gift that was ever given to me.
Uh-huh.
This
Oh.
a 5-year old kid. Name is Finley, but they call him Finn. That is me with the four. I call my four horsemen: a running back, two wide receivers, a quarterback, and
Awesome.
and that is the best gift that I got, man, because if a 5-year-old can sit down and write me that and draw that, and then the mom and dad give me that picture, that is the best gift I got this year doing my clinic, because that's what it's all about, is finding that coach, man, that can find these kids and reach them in a different way to do certain things. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to show that, man, because I did it on Jason's show, but I never did it on on our show. And I feel like it's needed for these kids to see that there are some coaches out there, man, that appreciate coaching and that don't mind coaching and don't mind doing the little bitty things to get them ready.
Yeah.
So, all right. Next question. What's going on, Coach Ricks and Bishop and whoever else is on the panel today? My name is Kelly Carlson, and I am from Little Rock, Arkansas. Hey, Coach Ricks, I hope you know that whenever you broadcast your podcast through your Facebook, it goes out to all your friends back here in Little Rock. We just wanted to let you know how proud we are of you here at Little Rock Central. My question to you is, when do you think Oklahoma will break through that glass and be a dominant force like they were in the Big 12? Or is that an unthinkable task with them being in the SEC? Thank you for broadcasting your podcast back home, all your friends and family. We love you and appreciate everything that you have done. Keep growing in the right direction. Take care. And Bishop, you have a good one here. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate
you.
I appreciate that. What's up, Jace? Yeah, man. I don't think that Oklahoma is going to be as dominant as they were in the Big 12, because even Georgia couldn't win 6 in a row, 6 Big 12 championships. I mean, 6 SEC championships in a row. Nor did Alabama. So I don't think. I mean, only 2 teams have done that, right? Clemson won 6 and OU won 6. Correct?
Softball. What are we talking about? So I'll make sure.
Football.
Yeah, I know.
Put in the comments, guys, if there's anybody else. I mean, I think Oklahoma won 6 straight Big 12 championships, and I think Clemson won 6 straight ACC.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I know of OU, but I'm not sure on the Clemson. But I know this: it has to be perfectly set up, but it also can be a detriment because you think you got something together, only to go to the playoffs and not be able to finish the business. So, oftentimes I think now that we're in the SEC, I think we benefit more for being in those type of games that each team is pushing us and putting us through that fire test to where we're about to see some beautiful stuff as long as we go one game at a time.
Oh yeah. What's up? Yeah. Look who's in the building. The big dog woke up. What's up, Jace? I think you're on mute. I think you muted, Jason.
Yeah, you muted. Can you hear us? Okay.
He said,
all right, go ahead.
But no, I think a lot of people and everything, man, just that's unprecedented to win 6 in a row. SEC, man, is just a little bit more powerful than the Big 12. Yeah. Oklahoma wasn't really a good team. The Big 12 was not as good as it was. So Oklahoma won those games with a terrible defense. They just had a better offense than everybody. So that's all it was. Yeah. But to say to be dominant in the SEC, I don't know about dominant. Jason, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
The question was,
go ahead.
Do we think Oklahoma will be dominant in the SEC?
Nobody's dominant in the SEC.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Totally agree.
Because
they were Alabama was,
but they didn't win 6 in a row, did they?
No. But into some we're talking conference wise, just winning conference. Yeah, but expecting that. If that's the
standard that you want,
the standard for if that's the standard for dominance, fuck no, nobody's gonna do that. Bro, we talked about that. Oklahoma wouldn't have won 6 in the Big 12 if it wasn't trash.
Dude, I was just thinking the same thing. The offense was off the chain, but the defense was garbage. Not garbage, garbage.
You saw what that got them. You saw what that got them in the playoffs.
Got their ass smoked. But yes, but Jason, man, I got a question to ask you, man. This question was asked. Bishop's recipe. If you had to break down, if you was building a gumbo using Oklahoma as a percentage, what would you give the percentage of the defense, the offense, the running back room, and the coaching staff?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
If you were building a gumbo,
yeah,
what percentage of the gumbo would be for the running backs? What percentage would be for the defense, the offense, and the coaching staff? I said 40% defense, 35% offense, 20% running backs room, and 5% coaching staff.
Well, I mean, the offense is like the running back room and all that's part of that. So let's go.
So I mean, it should be the same. So yeah, but just the question they asked.
I'm not exactly sure. I mean, whatever the mix is, if it adds up to championships and shit, I'm cool.
Hey, we were just talking about that in the green room. I'm breaking down footage, and I didn't know that Washington last year beat the brakes off Michigan.
Yep.
The same Washington team that quote unquote Washington State didn't play nobody. They beat Washington.
Yeah, and they also Washington State also beat Texas Tech in Lubbock.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, now they did turn around and lose games to Wyoming and UNM. So
yeah,
that's
the thing is, quarterbacks aren't responsible for what the defense does. I mean, he had a couple of bad games. They happened. He was his first year as a starter. I think that they weren't loaded up on talent in certain positions. I mean, outside of Kyle, what's his name, they didn't really have much. As far as
Kyle Williams.
Kyle Williams is a stud, and he's a stud. But you can't
absolutely.
You can't give it to him on every play, and so he had a couple bad games, but I felt like they won I mean, it was a tough. He showed a lot of toughness in that UW game that you're talking about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. A lot of toughness and like moxie. I mean, it's a rivalry game, bro. You know what I mean. But the thing is to me, I felt like the more you watch, if you watch throughout the season, because you can watch all of the games.
Yeah.
He gets a lot better as the year goes on. Now, of course, the Wyoming game wasn't good.
No.
But if you look at that New Mexico game, he lit it up. And people talk about the Tech game that he didn't pass great or whatever.
But he ran for 170 yards though.
Yeah, he had like almost 200 yards rushing. That's what I'm saying.
So you ain't got to run.
He's so the good news about it is, and I think that he can make every throw. Yeah. And he makes them off platform, you know what I mean? He makes them with different arm angles. I mean, the guy there's really not a whole lot of things that you have to, I guess there's really not a whole lot of things that he can't do or that you can't ask him to do, I guess is what I should say. And the good news about the scheme is that they're going to attack you. They're an attacking scheme. They're going to come and they're going to go score points.
Yeah. I mean, dude, the one thing that I don't worry about this year is
not a lot of fear about throwing picks and stuff. I don't care if you throw a pick down the field on third down.
As long as you try. Look, how many passes did we make last year trying to get the ball downfield?
None, hardly none.
And when we did, it was to a defensive player. It wasn't to no.
I mean, think about it. Bro, I'll just say, once Jackson Arnold came back in, he didn't want to throw the ball anymore.
No, it changed to run, pretty much run the ball.
And when he did, it was all. I mean, like, look at that Tennessee game, bro. The last one where he threw it was a fumble, but he threw it, and that thing, dude. I don't know how you can't count to 6 in the box. You know what I mean? I just don't get that part because Javonte'd still be running if they just handed in the damn ball.
Dude. Yeah, that one against Tennessee. I showed that. Yeah, that.
And then the interception that he threw. I mean, Deion Burks
is running across the
alone in the middle of the damn field, and he throws it into triple coverage. I mean, bro, what are we doing? After that, he was afraid to try to throw the ball downfield at all. It's just wild, man. It's just wild. What's up, everybody? Satterfield, Sooner Cowboys in here, dooming and glooming like always.
Everybody in here, man. Like I said,
Greg Comanche Sooner Mafia.
Yeah, we've been here
Dwayne
chopping it up.
Hey man, Dwayne Johns came on my show the other night on the call-in show on Saturday night. We were chopping it up a little bit.
Good.
I like it.
Oh crap! All right, Jason, we got 3 more of these emails. I'm gonna get them out the way, and then we're gonna talk about this schedule.
I like
this schedule, man. I love this schedule, man. Everybody keeps talking about it's a hard schedule. It's the same damn schedule we played last year with a terrible ass offense. And this year we got a better offense, so I like my chances this year. So, anyway, what's going on, Coach Ricks and Coach and Bishop? This is Calvin Johnson from Rock Hill, South Carolina. I am a Gamecock fan. Boo. And when we played you, and when we played you guys last year, we did not know what to expect. I think we caught you guys at the right time, and with an inexperienced quarterback, inexperienced play, and an inexperienced OC. I can agree with that. I don't see what happened. I don't see that happening this year. We lost so much in the transfer. We lost so much in the transfer portal, and I don't think people really give you guys credit for all the changes that you have made in the portal. And saying that, I think it's going to be a whole different story this year. Even though you're playing here, it's going to be a hard task for us to get that W. We look forward to seeing what you guys can do this year. Good luck with the podcast, my man. Boomer Sooner for you guys. Hey, that's what's up, Calvin. What's up?
Hey, man, that's a cool ass South Carolina.
Hey, dude. Yeah. Hey, dude, look, I'm gonna say here and be honest with you. No, look, they've lost so much. Nobody want to talk about it. Beamer don't want to talk about it. Everybody's not talking about it. They're just acting like this is still going to be the same magical season. I just can't see it. I'm being honest. I just can't see it. And Calvin knows. Calvin, I know who this is. Calvin Johnson. Calvin's a coach in Rock Hill, so he knows X and O's.
Oh yeah.
He knows X.
He can read the tea leaves.
Well, he knows what Oklahoma is bringing to the table.
Yeah.
Now you called us last year, and he's right. An inexperienced quarterback, inexperienced play, and an inexperienced OC. He called it on the head. All 3 things that we bitched about. An inexperienced quarter, and we're not blaming Michael Hawkins or Jackson Arnold. When you got an OC that can't really call plays, that's trying to be in control of who's on the field, who gets the ball, who blocks. I mean, you can't do that. Let Coach B do his job. Let DeMarco do his job, and now you do your job. Yeah. That's it. So that's a good email, Calvin, man. I appreciate that, man.
No doubt.
That's on point. That's on point from a real, and he's a damn good Gamecock fan. He has season tickets. He's on point. But I think he really sees what goes on here, man. So that's what's up. All right. This one is all right. Next one is what's going on, Coach Ricks. This is Donovan Tate. I am from Huntersville, North Carolina. Just wanted to reach out to you to say thank you for all the kind words you said to my son last week at his basketball game. A lot of coaches came and watched their grandkids or nieces or nephews play. And even though they can pass down on some a lot of coaches came and watched their grandkids or nieces or nephews play. And even though they could have passed down some knowledge or techniques, they seem to just sit there and watch kids do terrible techniques after terrible techniques. You came over to congratulate us when you picked up your granddaughter, and you took the time to give us some advice and talking about making my kids better and how I can talk to them and make them understand certain things. You really opened up my eyes on how to communicate with kids. I watched as you talked to them, their eyes lit up on how you related to them. Just wanted to say thank you for all that you've done. Continue to do what you do. Love the podcast, and tell your daughter she's great at practice, and we're looking forward for a great season. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that.
That's what's up.
I don't understand, man, why you can't just pass on some good information to kids without getting paid, without being asked, without making it I mean, just to come down there and say, hey, Bishop, if I seen your kid I'm doing something, hey, little man, I know your dad. Let me show you some little clinic moves or something. But some of these coaches, man, they make it a real big thing. They got to be like, the press got to be there. They love a big crowd around. I don't like that. I just want to go over there and give some good advice. That's it.
And that's the coach in you. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. That's the coach in you.
Well, I mean, it's just, I hate seeing terrible. We all know terrible techniques create terrible habits.
The terrible habits, yep.
And if we don't correct it at a young age, man, it's just, I mean, I watched my granddaughter just run all over the basketball court. Coach didn't say nothing. She just running all over the place everywhere. And I'm like, come on, coach, say something, do something, run a zone, do a boxing one, do something. They're just running around doing nothing. So I go over there and I'm like, my wife's like, babe,
what you doing?
My wife's like, babe, just sit back. And I'm like, I can't watch this shit, man. This drives me crazy, man, because it's like, it's unorganized. It's unorganized. So and it's just something in me, man, that I can't watch that. So I went outside.
Kind of like watching Oklahoma football on offense last year.
Man, look, don't get me on that, man. I got a big old hole in my wall that I had to replace. I threw my remote control. Threw my remote control when Jackson Arnold threw the
my little TV in the office. I threw something at it, broke it.
Wow.
When
South Carolina,
we got the fumble on the 5-yard line, and the next play we gave it right back to him. I threw the remote control against the wall. Didn't know it put a hole in the wall.
Wow.
I put a hole in that TV in the South Carolina game for sure. I was pissed. Ooh, I was pissed. I was pretty pissed at myself for doing that shit right after that too.
By the way, Kimberly K says, I know 2 Calvin Johnsons, both pastors. Do they live in South Carolina?
Yeah.
Because that's the first Gamecock that I really heard be open and honest.
Yeah. You know what, stat guy will tell you how it is with them. He doesn't believe in them either.
Hey, stat guy. Hey, I didn't know stat guy was from South Carolina.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I did not know that. I swear to God, I did not know that. I mentioned that name to somebody, man. They was like, oh, man, he's from here. I was like, who? They're like, he's some guy named Stat Guy here on podcast. Yeah. I was like, what's the difference?
That's my guy, man. I haven't talked to him in a while, though. I need to get a hold of him. But he's, when we were talking about one of the shows that, I was saying what I've been saying about South Carolina, that I don't trust Beamer and don't think much of him. Because I don't. But and I think it's a tough place to play, no matter. I mean, they may not be that good, but it'll still be a hard place to go and win. You know what I mean? It's just Willie B is a tough place to go get a win in, no doubt about it. But he came in there and he said he felt like that last year that they could depend on their defense to kind of do things for him, but now you're gonna have to. The only way that the way he kind of put it was that he felt like they're gonna have to. Lenoris is going to have to carry them completely, and he's gonna have to. They're gonna have to win because of him, not
right.
Not that he's contributing. He's got to be that guy. He's got to win games for him, and he's not sure that he can. And I'm not sure that he can either. He's not the greatest passer. He's a good runner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I mean, I like him. I think he's really good. But and is what's his name? The big kid, the big receiver that should be playing defensive end. Is he going to be better this year since he didn't run track? Maybe. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I still feel like, but even South Carolina fans that understand what it is, that aren't just doing the fanboy thing. Or I think they know that they've got a tough schedule too. I mean, the thing is their schedule's, I think it's number 3 or 4 in the country anyway.
Right.
It's not like it's easy. So yeah, that was the game that got Seth fired. You're muted there. You're muted, Coach. Still muted.
Yeah, you're still muted.
I'm sorry.
There you go. You're good.
My wife walked in. My bad. I didn't want to. I wanted to say this is the last email, man. Oh, look who jumped in. This is the last email, and then we're gonna jump on the schedule.
Okay.
What's up? Right. What's up? What's up, big man? What's up, Mike? That Mike.
What up there? I'm about to have to fellas. I got my buddy just came into town, so
all right. I'm gonna read this email to you guys, and I'm gonna jump on the schedule real fast. All right.
What's going on? I'm doing finer than a mama bass sitting on her nest fixing to spawn.
There you go. There you go. I can't believe you said that. All right, you can get this last email, and we'll jump on the schedule.
Right.
What's going on, Coach Riggs? This is Coach Mills from Orangeburg, South Carolina. I just wanted to email you, let you know you are absolutely right. Wes Goodwin is definitely here trying to recruit 6 of my boys from Orangeburg, South Carolina, and he is definitely trying to get other kids from the South Carolina area. Tell your brother-in-law I said, what's up? I believe you guys will be much better this year. I told y'all, Wes ain't playing.
No,
Wes ain't playing. He is pissed.
Very.
he is pissed.
Hey, Coach, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Do you sit at home with a magic ball? Because last week you predicted that big time pitcher coming to OU.
Dude, I told you he was coming there. Look,
what pitcher?
Yes. Yeah. Look, I know people who know people, and I just don't make it. I don't make it a big deal. I don't make it a big deal. But there's some people out there who I know, and when they say shit gonna happen, I'm gonna buy stock in it.
Have you checked into the Bo Bentley thing yet? Then
no.
Are you on the Bo Bentley stuff? Well,
no.
What are you doing? What's the problem?
Get on it, Coach.
I don't. Okay, I want Jaden. Okay, so. I just look, my honest opinion, and this is just my opinion, and I shouldn't say this since I'm an OU podcast guy. I just don't believe in Bentley like I do Jaden. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to nobody.
Let me show you something, Coach.
I shouldn't be disrespectful, but I'm just saying when a kid shows me he wants to be here and he's doing all the right things, and I'm a parent and I move my kid here, and now all of a sudden shit wants to change, I'm gonna feel kind of salty. I'm gonna feel kind of disrespected. I'm gonna feel kind of pissed off. Is that I'm showing you I want to be here, but you're overlooking that and you're not listening to me. So now I'm like, as a famous words from Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm gonna take my ball and I'm gonna go home. I just don't like the way he's being treated, man, and that's just me.
Yeah,
I don't. We talk about family, we talk about loyalty, we talk about BV don't want guys that commit to Oklahoma to go to other places, but when a kid shows you he's committed, you're going to go look at other players like him. I don't like that, and that's just me. That's just my opinion. That's just me.
I'm with you, bro.
I'm with you.
That's the only bad thing that I got about BV. If I was BV, I would say, you know what? Shut that shit down. We got our quarterback. Shut that shit down. Because if I believe in everything that I'm preaching here at Oklahoma, and I'm doing this behind closed doors, that's a bad look for us, the way we're doing Jaden. And that's what I don't like.
I agree.
So I finally spoke on it. I was being quiet for so long. I was like, man, should I really say this? So Jason, you got it out of me.
Here, check this out. I want you to see something.
All right.
Tell me when you got it on the screen.
All right, gotcha. Yeah.
Take a look at this. Lasers.
The D-back didn't even know the ball was in there.
The D-back didn't even know. The
D-back didn't even know the ball was in the air. Rewind it again. Yeah, let me see this. Yeah, show that.
Watch this one too, man. This, bro, the dude's throwing lasers, man. This is against Owasso.
Let me take this off.
Look at that. He's threading needles.
Go back, Justin. Go back. Go back. I was doing the screen.
Wow.
Jaden is cooking.
Look at the way the ball comes out of his hand. That wasn't even a great video right there, but watch this next one. There's a couple of them right here that are just, I mean,
wow.
But look how tall he is.
Yeah, dude, he's a big kid. Look at the way the ball came off of his hand, though. But back shoulder throw, 45 yards right there.
The one thing I like about this,
back shoulder throw, bro. How many people can make that throw?
In high school,
not many.
Can't. Look at this. Ooh.
In high school,
bro, that's a dime. There's another one.
Dime pieces everywhere.
Man, I'm impressed.
But the one thing about this I love, when you have a quarterback that's like that, they won't have a problem looking over the middle of the field. So they ain't got to lob it, and there's no chance for interception.
Oh, dude. I mean, you could say, I mean, the guy was covered pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ball where it needed to be.
That was good defense. That was good defense.
But that's a better ball.
Yeah, exactly. That's
you
a dime.
Outside numbers and outside the helmet. So if the ball is dropped, it's out of bounds. It's not inbounds.
Yep. Perfectly placed.
I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And we don't see the value in him being already committed.
That's what I'm saying. And I want to show y'all that touchdown pass one more time.
Oh yeah,
show that. That's just
the D-back head wasn't even turned around yet.
Look at the ball's out. Wop.
D-back had his head turned.
Well, I mean, he threw it before he was in his break. I mean, I'm going to show you. Look at this. So why?
That's because he's reading the defense already.
Yeah,
he knows where the holes are.
Ball's in the air, the breaks come, ball's already there. You know, he just got his head turned around and the ball was in his hands.
Yeah,
this dude is something that I haven't got to say in a long time. He's a specimen.
And that's what I you know that they're good, right? Whenever they're you know that they're good whenever they're throwing the ball before the guy comes open, that they trust in themselves to throw to the spot, that's where they're going to be, and that they can make that throw. And if he doesn't, and he knows enough that he's not, I mean, that touchdown pass, I mean, that was pretty decent coverage. He didn't have his head around on the ball, but there was only, I mean, he was watching what was going on there, and the ball was out. He knew that his receiver was going to get to that ball, or nobody was.
Yeah,
it's on the back pylon. It's on the back line.
Yeah.
So to me, it's not even. Look, man, I think Bo Bentley's a good player. He ain't that guy.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
He ain't that guy. Bo Bentley's a good player. He's not that guy.
Right. I know Jaden is cerebral. He reads defense, but he also can run. And those two together, it just adds such a dynamic to where you got to defend all 11.
Did you hear what his pop said to me on that show that day? Because they were talking about that Bentley's more of a he can do more. He can run, he can do this and do that. And his pops had told me already, so I just went ahead and said it. I was like, bro, all this talk about Jade not being able to run, he's black. What are we talking about?
The show.
His dad said that. His dad's like, bro, all this stuff about him being a pocket passer. He was like, I don't want him to be labeled as an athlete, so we stick his ass in the pocket and he scrambles to throw. But if you go back and watch some of this film, dude rips it.
I'm gonna tell you who he reminds me of. He reminds me of a young Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Big physical.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
and he can run the ball.
He's big. He's got the big arm. He kind of reminds me of Jameis a little bit. Jameis Winston.
This is what's going to happen, and I hate to say it.
Arm does because I think his arm. I mean, Cam could throw it. You know what I mean? But accuracy wise and like his downfield touch and the way it comes off of him, it reminds me. He looks a lot like Jameis to me.
Hold on, right quick.
Yeah. He reminds me of Jaden. That won the Heisman.
Muted.
Being able to run, but also being able to pinpoint passes.
Yeah.
Had my wife mute the TV in the front room because my granddaughter's watching. I didn't want her to hear this. What's gonna happen is we're gonna keep fucking around and we're gonna lose both of them. And then I'm gonna be very mad at Arbuckle.
I've been saying that's what I've been
fucking around and doing the wrong thing.
You know what? We can be mad at Arbuckle, but you know who you should be pissed off at? Brent Venables.
Venables.
Dude, look, all he got to say, shut the shit down. We got the quarterback.
It's BV on this one. Hey, I love BV as much as the next guy does, but this is his football.
Do you think BV's like, I don't want to overstep Arbuckle?
I think that is what he's doing, and I think that's a mistake. Fellas, I gotta get,
man.
Right. I gotta meet.
Okay, Jason, good seeing you, bro.
Thanks for jumping in, man.
You guys, man. I'll talk to y'all later on.
All right, take care. Okay,
bro.
All right, man. We're gonna jump on this schedule real quick, man. I wanted to address some things, man. The emails, man, keep them coming in, guys. Keep them coming in. We will get to all the emails. There was one or two more, Bishop. If you want to tackle it right quick, we'll tackle it. We'll tackle it right quick.
Yeah, let's tackle it real quick, and then
we'll get off this. Where is it at?
So we can get it caught up.
Oh, here it is right here. What's going on, Coach Ricks? This is Coach Johnson with I9 Sports here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We have been seeing you throughout the stands, watching your granddaughter play, and we don't like to bother you because it seems like every parent catches a glimpse of you and realize who you are. They don't want to bother you either, but I wanted to ask, is there any possible way that we could reach out to your team and maybe get you in here for a seminar here at I9 corporate office so we can see if we can get these kids elevated to another level? I've been watching some of the videos at the YMCA. I've been watching some of your videos that you do when you're in high school and middle school clinics. Please point me in the right direction. I appreciate anything that you can do. P.S. Keep doing your thing, young man. I love seeing a young man excel at such a great level. God has really touched you, Coach Ricks. Thank you. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Just reach out to my wife, man. Just email me. Everything goes to my wife now. Just email me. Let me know what you would like to do. She has the schedule. If we can make it happen, we'll make it happen. If not, I can point you in the right direction. I do have other coaches that work with me that can handle those things. If I can't, because as you know, I am on the board of officials here in Charlotte, so my time will be consumed when football season starts. So just get with my wife and email me, man, and let me know, Coach Johnson, on the date you would like to do this, and we'll see what we can do, bud. We'll see what we can do.
Definitely.
The next one, Coach Bishop. What's going on, Coach Bishop? This is John Jones. Ooh, John Jones. John Jones. I am from Rock Hill, South Carolina. My question to you is this. Do you see Oklahoma making a splash this year in the SEC? I feel like a lot of people are overlooking Oklahoma. I feel like the addition of Arbuckle, the addition of Mateer, and the addition of the running back from California is going to make the offense that much better. What do you guys realistically see Oklahoma going this year? Thank you for all the love that you've given to us. Keep up the good work with the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, Bishop.
What I see is, and I know I've been very surface with a lot of my evaluation, but this is a time that I'm ready to bust out some new stuff. I think the X factor is the offense and defensive line being able to go full tilt and iron sharpens iron. And so with that said, when you said special, I think without a doubt, the biggest games are when they practice against one another. And when you have that type of team, you're destined to have a great season as long as you keep the main thing the main thing.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm gonna send an invite to one person. I'm gonna send him an email and see if he bites.
Okay.
There's one person, man, that I've been trying to get on this podcast, man, to chop it up with. So here it goes. And I'm gonna email her here later on. Big Trap. You sent me a DM, man, a few months ago, man, about something that I said and everything, man. So I'm gonna send you an email. I want to chop it up with you and everything, man, here on Coaches Talk. So whenever you get a chance, man, send your boy an email, man. Let's make that happen. I would love to get you on the podcast, man, just to get your insight on how you see things going this year. But I'm gonna put it out there here soon today, man, because I want to see Trap House, man, on Coaches Talk with Bishop and me. And Mike, if you can join, it'd be great as well. I just want to get
hey, Trap House is my guy.
If I can get a perspective on how
I come to your show anyway, but you get Trap on. I'll quit what I'm doing if I'm in the middle of a guitar solo. I'll jump on when it comes to Trap.
I'm gonna shoot it out there, man. I'm gonna let them know, man. Hey, man, I'd love to get you on the podcast, man.
Yeah,
love to get you on here, man. Get your insight on some of these things that's going on in Oklahoma, because sometimes, man, we don't realize there's a lot of moving pieces here in Oklahoma, man. We only see so much on what they want us to see, but there's some things, man, that I've been privy to, that I've been exposed to as an OU content person, but also having people in high places that can point me in the right direction, talk to people. I just want to get him on here, man, to get his perspective on how he really sees Oklahoma going this year.
Right. And another one that's I meant to talk to you about is Coach Hayes that does.
Oh yeah,
okay. He's another one. So
hey, Bishop, man, you got all proxy, privy, and everything, man, to get anybody on this show you want, man. Like I said, I'm always open to anything, man. This is more your show than mine. So hey, whatever you feel like that could help the show grow, the podcast grow, hey man, bring it on. Let's
absolute.
All right. Now what everybody came for, we gonna jump on something, man, that's been bothering the shit out of me, because people just feel like Oklahoma is just gonna lay down and play dead. I got a problem with that.
I do too.
I'm going to bring this in, and we're gonna chop this up. We're gonna look at this schedule, man, and we're gonna look at some games, man, and see what we see and what other folks don't see. All right. This first game, I don't even worry about. I don't even worry about Illinois. All right, I don't even worry about UTEP. I think UTEP, man, is going to be. No, hold on. That ain't our schedule. Hold on.
You got a Big 12 schedule up there, Coach.
I know. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. My bad. Let me go back here and redo this. I had the wrong schedule up. I'm sorry. Hold on. I was like, wait a minute. Who in the hell is these teams? Here we go.
Because I was like, UTEP. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I know. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to go 2025, but it gave me something else. So hold on. Bear with me. I'm not tech savvy like some people are. All right, here we go. All right. I'm sorry. Here we go. To get this scheduled up. And share. Yeah, here we go. All right. My bad. Here we go.
There we go.
I don't worry about Illinois State game. I really don't. The game that I'm worried about right now, man, that I was worried about, but then I went and looked at some footage, and when I was watching footage, I realized, wait a minute, Michigan lost to Washington, who Washington State beat with the quote unquote the quarterback that's at Oklahoma right now, who hasn't played really anybody, they beat Michigan. So if we get Mateer in the offense that beat Michigan at Washington State with the defense that Oklahoma has, that's a recipe for what?
Win.
A W in so, and oh yeah, TP was like, damn coach Ricks, I was shook. I got tickets for the Michigan game and I didn't see the Michigan game. My bad, big dog. My bad, man. Hey, I got so much stuff, man. I got so much stuff, man, on my screen right now, man. I'm trying to make sure that I get everything on there so we can look at it and see it. But out of this schedule right here, man, the Illinois State game, that's a W. I don't think they have anything that we should be scared of. I think that game, I mean, if Iowa, who don't score any points, okay, Iowa beat Illinois State 40-0. So if Iowa, who don't score points, beat Illinois State 40-0, Oklahoma is going to have another repeat of the Texas A&M game, 77-0.
Yeah, our goal is to make sure that we can get as many people of the young ones playing in that game.
I
want Michael Hawkins playing by halftime.
Me too.
I think, and to be honest, shit, we might can bring in the 3rd string quarterback.
I was just gonna say, I want him playing by the second quarter.
get him some PT time and everything. But I see us winning Illinois, so that's 1-0. I see us winning Illinois 1-0. I see us winning that game against Michigan, man. I know Michigan has those big guys up front. I know a lot of people really believe in the Big Ten. The Big Ten has won the last 2 national championships. I get that. But I just think, man, that everything's different now. With the scheduling, with it going to a 16 team next year, everything's going to change. I think that Michigan is a good team. I think that they're young. They got a young freshman quarterback in Underwood. Underwood is not going to be ready for that defense that he's going to see. He won't face anything like that until Oklahoma. So do you guys have us winning Michigan?
Yep.
Yeah, I got it as a dub.
All right. Dub. So we 2-0. Now we make the special trip down to Philadelphia, the home of brotherly love, as they want to say. As they want to say. Now, well, hold on now. Y'all not giving Temple a chance?
Okay.
Hey,
I did.
Even a big lady in dancing shoes can go to a ball. Don't mean that you ain't gotta dance with them. I'm just saying she can go to the ball, but I got that as a W as well. So I got I got OU 3-0. I got OU 3-0. TV said, "Greeting Bishop and Sooner legend. Legend, what Barry Switzer used to say: hang half 100 on
hang half 100 on them, go to the house."
Hey,
there you go.
He said, hang half 100 on them, and so we can get back to get the backups in. Hey, I want the backups in this year. I want the backups in. I get tired of seeing backups come in when we up by 50 points and they just run the ball. Still run your freaking offense. Still run your offense, because I don't want what happened last year when Michael Hawkins came in. They didn't run the offense and he didn't know what to do.
Exactly.
Run the freaking offense. I'm like Steve Spurrier. It's not my damn job to not score on your ass. It's your job to stop me.
That's it.
If I score 100, hey coach, I mean no disrespect, but hey, I gotta get my guys ready. Hey coach, I understand. Hey, I'm not mad about that. Now, if you're throwing the ball on the 1 yard line, trying to go 99 yards, scoring me in 1 2 seconds, now I might be pissed off about that. But if you're running your offense and not doing trick plays, but you're just running your offense, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
you're doing what you're supposed to do. Run your offense. It's my job to stop you. If I can't stop you, hey, the better man, the better team won.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank.
Yeah.
But I have Oklahoma going 3-0. Now,
correct.
Kent State. I'm just gonna say 4-0.
4-0.
4-0.
Ever since Sean left Kent State, I don't give them a chance in hell. The best thing that ever happened to you left to go to Colorado, and then now he ain't even coaching nowhere. Is he coaching somewhere right now? Sean?
Not that I know of.
Who's that?
Sean Davis. Is that his name? The old coach
Sean
of Kent
Lewis?
State? Sean who?
So
The old coach
I
for
don't
Kent
think
State.
so.
I know his name was Sean.
San Diego State? Is that the one you're talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, 4-0.
Go ahead.
4-0.
4-0.
Now, here's the game I want to watch. Here's the game that I want everybody to pay attention to. I'm tired of hearing about how Jackson Arnold is going to come back to Norman with Singleton and all these weapons, and he's going to make Oklahoma fans regret ever losing him. W.
He's on the menu.
Not only that, hey, he's on the menu and it's gumbo.
Hey, all I can say is he better put some stickum on his hands. He better put some stickum, some super glue, some black magic, some black powder dust, something. Because if he fumble that ball against Oklahoma, it's gonna be how did LeBron say it? Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Yep.
But I just see Oklahoma winning that game, man. I mean,
it's at the Palace.
Yeah.
Now
I know that this schedule is not the accurate schedule; it's just all the teams. So let's get the accurate game by game schedule, so we'll know what's game by game, so we won't be losing anybody. Just got an email from Dwayne Johns. Hold on, Dwayne. I'm gonna read your email, big dog. You just sent it to me, so I'm gonna read it. Coach Rick, can we please hang 100 on the Shorthorns because they think they're going to skull drag us? Hey, will do.
Will do.
Hey, I don't know about that game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. And this is just being honest. I don't know about that game. I know that OU is going to win. We just don't know how good Manning is going to react to that defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. I don't think people realize, man, that defense is going to be nasty as hell.
Yeah.
The defense is going to be nasty. So
all I know is that it's going to be a race to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
all right. Here's the schedule. Here's the actual schedule of how it's broken down. So let me share this with you guys. All right.
Hey, Coach, I will say something about Oklahoma and Texas.
Yes, sir.
This could be one of them games where the last one with the ball wins it.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah. Hey, after what I saw last year, man, I'm not gonna sit here and say anything crazy. Because if we all stay healthy, we all believe the same thing. Oklahoma's gonna be a very special team if everyone stays healthy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe if anything was to happen to John Mateer, which I'm knock on wood that it doesn't, if they let Michael Hawkins come in and play those first 4 games and get some meaningful time, there won't be that much drop off.
No,
I really believe Michael Hawkins will be more of a threat running the ball than passing the ball. So when I have a dual threat quarterback that is sub 4.3, 4.4, I have to game plan for him a little bit different than a quarterback that's just a running quarterback. Did you see that deal they showed last year against Auburn when Hawkins ran that touchdown?
Yes, when he got past the linebackers, he was already at 4.3.
Yeah.
No, all I heard was Don't how you say you hear that car coming down the road? It's building this momentum. That's all I heard.
Hey, and the last thing you hear is the sonic boom.
Hey, I knew when Thompson threw up his hands and he had just started into that gear, I said, "Dad, that's a bad man."
Well, seatbelt says, I'll say it. We smacking Texas, damn it. So seatbelt. There's two type of smack'ems. Okay, are we gonna smack him like a pimp does one of his females?
I'm with seatbelt.
Or no, hold on. Are we gonna smack him like a pimp? Or are we gonna smack them and everything, man? Like your grandma used to smack you and everything when you got caught stealing something.
Grandma. It needs to come. It needs to be a jack slap.
It needs to be.
When you come from Mexico and go up to New York.
You know what I mean?
It needs to be grandma swinging a switch, smacking.
Oh, this is a damn good question right here. Which I don't want nobody to get hurt. But this question is, what would happen if Arch Manning gets knocked out of Texas? Does Texas have a good backup?
Won't be good.
Like Dwayne says, as Bishop says, we're taking receipts. Book it.
Facts.
Oh yeah, hey, you're absolutely right, TP. I always go to Charlotte Motor Speedway, and they do that. That's all you hear. I love that, man. Oh, now I like this one with baby powder and both sides of the hands. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all, hey, that's why I love you guys, man. Y'all on these comments, man. Y'all feel my pain and y'all feel my love. Talking about baby powder on both hands. Hey, I want to see all you Mac Texas like a pimp, like a hooker owes the pimp some money. How did Wayne Brady said it does Wayne Brady got a choker hoe? Anyway, back to the schedule. We getting sidetracked, guys. We getting sidetracked. It's fun and everything, man. And I mean, I'm loving this. All right, we're 4-0. After we play Auburn, is the Cotton Bowl. We have that bye week. We have that bye week, and then we go to the Cotton Bowl.
Yes, sir.
Well, actually, we play Auburn, then we play Kent State. We don't have a bye week after that. I apologize. We play Kent State. Texas plays Florida, October the 4th.
At the Swamp.
At the Swamp.
So, well,
good luck.
Hold on. I'm saying this. Thunder said it earlier. We don't know what type of pressure Arch has really seen since he's been in college. He's only played meaningful snaps against teams that Texas was more superior than. Now, getting in against Ohio State for a few series did give him some experience, but not enough experience to be the head guy for a whole season. Now, saying that, I think that Florida game is going to be a tough game for him.
Yeah.
Because that atmosphere in the Swamp, that defense that they're picking to be at the top, either in the top 5 in the SEC, that's going to be a tough game for him, man.
Yeah.
And then you follow that up against Oklahoma, whose defense is going to be a lot better. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not. Backtrack. I think Florida has a great defense. I think Oklahoma just has a more experienced defense.
Yes.
I don't want to disrespect Florida because Florida has a magnificent defense. They bring back a lot of starters, and they were one of the hottest teams like South Carolina last year. So I don't want to display that I think Florida is going to be a cupcake for Texas. I think Texas is going to have a tough game that game. So, yes, seatbelt. They got 4 new offensive linemen. It's going to be a tough game for them. But, hey, we're going to wait and see. I just think that Oklahoma. So against Texas, guys, how we feeling? Are we 5-0?
Dub.
All right, comments. Are we 5-0? We 4-1. Put it in the comments. Are we 5-0? When we get to each game, if you think it's a loss, put the L in there. If you think it's a win, put it in there. Just because you guys don't agree with us, don't mean that we don't want y'all's input.
That's right.
I love the input. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. After the Texas game, we have the revenge game.
Missouri
against South Carolina.
Oh, South.
And I can tell you right now, that's gonna be a night game.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a night game. Well, hold on. It all depends on what South Carolina record is. If South Carolina has 2 or 3 losses already, it's gonna be a day game. I guarantee you it's gonna be a day game. So against South Carolina, what you guys got? 5-1, 6-0?
6-0.
6-0.
Okay. All right. 6-0. Seatbelt says 6-0, but it's close. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. South Carolina, man, is a tough place to win. Now, I've been to a lot of games when they play Clemson because I got tickets, but I've seen Clemson go in there and just stomp a mud hole in them. So if you jump on them quick, they might fold, but that's going to be a tough place to play. So we got 6-0. So Oklahoma is 6-0 going into week 7 against Ole Miss. Ole Miss is coming to Norman. Now, we know Ole Miss is bringing in a lot of talent. We know that. We already know that good old offensive coordinator. He's going to bring in a lot of special plays and a lot of this, a lot of that. But I just don't feel like he has enough for Oklahoma in that defense.
No.
Lane, I love how Lane uses his tight ends. They got the tight end, the 6'7" tight end that they got from the transfer portal. He's going to be a threat across the middle. But I think with the defensive 7 being so massive and so disruptive in the middle, I think that they can handle the offensive line of Ole Miss.
Yep. And let's not forget, Coach, that we didn't get beat by that much by Ole Miss last year at their house.
Well, we didn't do shit.
No.
Can I ask you guys?
Even with that crap, even with that crappy offense we had, we didn't get skull drug.
No. Let me ask you guys a question, and even in the comments, and y'all can answer it as well. What do you think Oklahoma is going to average every game offensively? An honest assessment.
32.
An honest assessment. What do you 32. Think Oklahoma would average this year and going forward?
What did you say, Bishop?
32.
I'm going to go with 30. I'm going to go with 30.
Okay. I was reading this news, USA News or whatever. They gave a prediction for every team. What if they average this, what their record would reflect. They said if Oklahoma can average 28.5 points a game, they will be 10-2.
Ooh.
If they can average 28.5. So you're saying 32, Bishop?
Yeah.
Mike, you're saying what?
30.
And Jimmy's saying 31. All right. I'm gonna be a little bit more modest. I think that like Lincoln, have you guys realized in the beginning of the season, Oklahoma was struggling to score points?
Mm-hmm.
And then after the Red River rivalry game, they just start scoring 40, 50, 45, 35, 40. I think it's going to take some time for the timing, for people to still get in Ben Arbuckle's system. But I think with having Mateer there, I can see Oklahoma averaging 25 points. Now, with them averaging 25 or 32 or 30, do you think the defense can keep everybody else under 20 points a game?
Yep.
Well, there's only 4 offenses that scored more than 30 points against them last year anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
That was Texas. It was Texas, LSU, Missouri, and who was it? In Texas, Missouri, LSU, and Ole Miss. Ole Miss scored like 34, 35, something like that. So 4 teams scored more than 30 points against Oklahoma last year. With this defense being much better this year, I just don't see that happening this year. So if we can get an average of 25 or even 30 or even 31 or 32, I don't think nobody else is going to score more than 30 points against us. So that will give us 10-2 record.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all right. So we got what, 6-0?
Yep.
Yeah.
6-0. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, magical game, revenge game against Tennessee at Knoxville.
Ooh.
Now, regardless of them losing the quarterback and all that, man, look, 102 fans is 102 fans. It's gonna be loud as hell.
Yeah.
And even when Baker went there with Joe Mixon and he went with Samaje Perine, they still struggled.
Yeah.
Now, I know that that's a different coach, a different staff, a different everything. That game scares me.
It does me too.
That game scares me, man, just going in Knoxville. I think it's going to be very, very, very close. But I got OU pulling that game off.
I got OU. I got OU winning it by a field goal in overtime.
Okay. I'll take that. All right. So now we are 7-0. No, we're more than that. Hold on. We are.
It should be 8.
We're 8-0.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. No, we're 9-0.
Mm.
We're 9-0. Texas, Tennessee, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Auburn, Kent State, Temple, Michigan,
Illinois State.
So we're 9-0. All right. Here's the game that scares me. This is the game that scares me right here. Alabama.
Jordan Hare Stadium.
Guys, look.
In Tuscaloosa.
Hold on. As bad as we stomped their ass last year, they got this game circled. I know they do.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that will be our first loss.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Bishop.
Dub.
Really? Just like that. Dub. Damn. Okay, Bishop. I wish I had your kahunas to say that. Okay.
The reason is when you're on the road, you want to establish the run and have a tough defense.
But even though they ran real good last year, Alabama came in there. Well, man, I really don't know. When was the last time someone came into Alabama and won that game?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I ain't saying they're gonna blow them out, but bro, it's one of those games. I think that game is gonna propel us into the playoffs. That'll be the game that's gonna showcase if we were ready to go in the playoffs or not.
Yeah. Well, but here's the thing. Is this gonna be a night game? Is it gonna be a day game? What's Alabama record gonna be? Are they both going to be undefeated? Are they both? I mean, so there are so many scenarios to this. So
you know what?
The reason why I ask is if it's a night game, Alabama. If it's a day game,
I'm gonna say Dub.
I'll say Oklahoma.
I say Dub because I'm envision 21-27. OU.
Here's the thing. Alabama's defense wasn't like Alabama's defense in the past.
Right.
But
and they're still battling. The quarterbacks are battling for the position.
OU had no offense, and they ran the ball all over Alabama. I think Alabama is going to look for that, and now OU is going to pass. When you make a team one-dimensional, you're supposed to beat that team, right?
Right.
Well, trust me, Oklahoma was very one-dimensional, and they still won that ball game. I'm just going to say,
and we're going to be better. We're going to be better. Have Mateer, Arbuckle, and the quarterback coach to go with that defense.
I'm just saying, man, it's just a scary thing, man, to pick against Alabama.
I'm putting it out there. I'm just, now they can clip it. I know.
Okay. All right. So, Bishop, you got us 10-0.
Yep.
Okay. Mike? Legend?
I want to say we're going to go 9-1, but then I reflect back to the early Bob Stoops days, and we beat Alabama at a home without our national championship team. But whew.
Stick to your guns, though. You don't do it because of me. Stick to your guns. Whatever you.
I'm just going to say 9-1.
Okay.
Because that game right there, I've been looking at it all year, but I hope I'm wrong. All
right.
And Bishop, you know me. If I'm wrong, I'm the first to admit I'm wrong.
Correct.
Okay. Like I said, if it's a day game, Oklahoma. If it's a night game, I'll say Alabama. So I'm just going to put it like this. Oklahoma. All right. So we're 10-0. All right. Now this next game is going to be all personal as hell. And when I mean personal, I mean this game might get out of hand before halftime.
Talking about the Missouri game?
Missouri comes to Oklahoma.
We're going to skull drag their ass all over Owen Field. Dub.
Y'all sure?
Dub.
Just as Alabama has had our game circled, OU's got Missouri circled from what happened.
Come on, guys, in the comment, man. Give me some support. Bishop and Mike in here, man. They're trying to say OU's gonna go 11-0.
No, I said 9-1.
He's 10-1 right now.
Okay.
I'm 10-1 right now.
Okay. All right. Look, the Missouri game don't scare me. And the reason why I say is this. Luther Burton is gone. It took Jackson Arnold playing his worst game for us to lose in the last minute of the ball game. Sooner Cowboy says 8-4 or better.
Okay.
Hey, man, I ain't mad at you, big dog. I ain't mad at you.
I see you, Sooner. I got you.
I put 300. He said I put 300 on us. 7,000 K to win it all. 100 on winning the SEC and 100 on Mateer winning the Heisman for a cash out of 25,000. Man, if you make that, I want to borrow some money.
And here's the variables I'm looking at, Coach, in that game.
Okay.
We don't have Jackson Arnold lank ass back there fumbling the ball over nothing. our offensive line will be better.
Okay.
And they are still pissed off at what Drink said after the game last year.
Well, Drink always says something crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And are they better than Alabama? Because it's going to take everything to beat Alabama in Alabama. So I just don't. If you could do that,
I'm going to go ahead and predict that the Missouri game will be over at halftime.
Seatbelt. If that happens, I would do this podcast butt ass naked with a strawberry hat on my head.
Coach Riggs.
What?
Coach Riggs.
What?
You down? That's crazy.
I didn't say I was gonna have the camera on. I just said I would do it butt naked with a strawberry hat on. I ain't crazy, man. I ain't crazy.
Wow.
No, man. I just think that Missouri is going to be in. Missouri is going to walk into an ambush. I think OU does have that game circled. I think OU has that game circled and Tennessee circled and Auburn because they gave away the Auburn game. Well, they gave the game Auburn, Jackson Arnold right in his mouth. They gave away the Missouri game. Jackson Arnold lost that game.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Jackson Arnold lost that game, giving away 3 turnovers. And we still only lost by 10 points against a better defense that's not going to be the same this year with a better offense that most of those weapons are gone.
Yep.
So with Tennessee being in such disarray with all the things that's going on, all the bad publicity, all the NIL scandals and this and that, I just think it's too much negativity going on right now in Knoxville. And I think OU comes in and gets an easy W. It's just too much going on. So
what do you say, Mike?
Mike says a W against Missouri
at halftime.
Oh yeah, let's say a W. Yeah.
All right. So Bishop, you're 11-0.
Yep.
And Mike's 10-1. Okay. All right. Last game. LSU. LSU comes to Norman with all the moxie, all the confidence, all the everything. Now we know about Brian Kelly. Either Brian Kelly is going to bring in a good team, or Brian Kelly is going to bring in a team that's disarray. The defense ain't worth shit, and it just falls apart because that's what Brian Kelly does. So, is Brian Kelly going to bring a team in that's real good, or is Brian Kelly going to have a team in to where Brian Kelly?
This is going to be every time we've played LSU going back to the national championship game with Bob Stoops. This is going to be the year that OU gets their revenge on LSU. Dub.
Loss. 23-20. They got Nussmeier, and they didn't lose much. They lost a little bit on the offensive line, but I don't know. The way Nussmeier came back in that game after getting that shot and just willed that team is just concerning to me.
Have you guys been watching the little simulations of the ball games that they've been playing online?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the simulation of this game?
Which game?
Oklahoma and LSU.
No, I haven't seen that. Has it came out yet?
Oh yeah.
With John Mateer?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I haven't. Last one I seen is Texas.
Go look it up. Go look it up.
Okay.
They got OU beating LSU.
Wow.
So here's the question, guys. After looking at this schedule, and let's just be honest, we know we were terrible last year. As terrible as we was, we could have won the South Carolina game. We could have definitely won the Ole Miss game. We could have won the Missouri game.
Yeah.
We could have won the Tennessee game. So those games that we led, we could, if we was talking, we were having podcasts at halftime talking about, oh man, Oklahoma's looking real good. And then when the ball game's over, we're all looking like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
4 games that we were up on, we lost. I think Oklahoma can continue to win those games. So if we win those 4 games, Oklahoma's 10-2. OU Sooner says OU owes Texas, Missouri, Tennessee, and LSU food assistance whoopings. Thunder OU says LSU has voodoo on their side against OU. They got something.
They got something.
Some OU.
That's all I said is, yeah, and then on top of that, they're one of the few that have quarterbacks that have experience. So
but here's the thing.
Man, it's going to be a tall task, though.
We were looking good in that game too against LSU until Jackson Arnold started trying to throw the ball to Bauer Sharp on jet sweeps. So if we look back at all the footage, we were competitive in every game that we lost. Even at the Texas game, we just had no offense whatsoever.
Yeah, I know.
So hypothetical, I have Oklahoma going 11-1.
So do I.
11-1.
Hypothetical.
The loss can come to an Alabama if the game's at night. The loss can come to an LSU if the game is at night, even though it's at Norman. I think that if they win, if we can get that game and we can be leading, I think Oklahoma wins that game.
Coach, I just think that all the times that LSU's beat us, I just think this is the year that we get LSU.
Okay. Hey, we sure hope we wrong and you right. I ain't mad. I mean, we go 12-0.
I mean that's my justification for beating LSU is this is gonna be our year to get them.
Gotcha. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Hey, Mike, there's a comment that was made earlier. I want you to see it.
Okay.
For sure, we got to see it. But, man, the off-season plays we made with Nagy and all the assistants that could be coordinators anywhere else was clutch. Biggest one, in my opinion, being Kevin Wilson.
Yep. All day long.
Yes, all day long.
And that's
if you go, but I've said this.
My man Seatbelt said that.
Seatbelt, I agree with you, brother. Because if you go back to the days of Kevin Wilson, who did he have? Sam Bradford, Jermaine Gresham. What was that running back's name? Moses Madu. Chris Hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
And had all those receivers, Malcolm Kelly, and those cats.
Oh yeah,
dude. No matter what he did at Tulsa and his other places, he's got a record with OU that'll probably never be beat in college football that one season.
7 straight
I'll
games.
tell you something that most people, I don't know if they paid attention, but Kevin Wilson did 3 tight ends set and tore people up through the passing with 3 tight ends.
He sure enough did. With not Gay Backard, Jermaine Gresham.
Yep.
Joe John Finley.
Yep.
And I can't remember the other one, but he used 3 of them. But Gresham and Joe John Finley was his main 2 tight ends.
You're talking about some dogs.
Oh my God.
Talking about some dogs.
Sooner for life. Sleeping on Missouri seemed like a bad idea. We're not sleeping on them. I just think that game is circled.
I think that game is circled, and knowing that because we beat ourselves last year.
Yeah, we beat ourselves. Missouri didn't beat us.
We beat ourselves.
Well, here's the thing, man, that nobody's understanding is that Mateer has run this offense for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You can sit here and say whatever you want to say. Going up against this defense that he goes up against every single day is going to be the best defense he faces all season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Period. I don't give a damn how you look at it. And you haven't heard him fumbling the ball. You ain't heard of him crying about the defense doing this. He said in his own words, if I do not throw an accurate pass, the ball is going the opposite way.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
His words, not mine. Yep. His words. Jackson Arnold was just complaining, bitch, that the defense was just terrorizing his ass. Mateer looks for the challenge.
Yeah, definitely.
Now we saw how Jackson Arnold ran last year with the football. Mm-hmm. Don't think that Mateer can't run. He can run too.
Oh, absolutely.
Dwayne just sent me one more email. He says, Coach, why aren't the Thunder not starting Herrnstein? I don't know. He said, why? Hey, just give it a chance. I have no idea. Just give it a chance, man. Like I said, sometimes you got to do adjustments that might not seem good for you. But trust me, these NBA coaches get paid a lot of money, man, studying analytics. I'm pretty sure they got a good strategy on why they're not starting him. I'm pretty sure.
All right, Coach.
But yeah, I'm about to get off, man. I'm about to go watch this ball game, man, because that's one thing that I did not want to miss. But I wanted to get on here, man, and show love, man, to the emails that we received in. I appreciate those emails, guys. Keep them coming. We're down
Coach,
to.
Anytime you want me to come on with you, you just drop me a link, brother.
Look, we got a coaches clinic tomorrow at a high school for my officiating club and everything. But we're gonna try to get back on Thursdays. But anytime, man, I'll always send you a link. I'll always send Bishop a link. So whenever.
Got you.
He said you guys could have a Thunder stream. Hey, I tell you what. Before the series is over, we might do that.
All right, then.
We might do that. I'll link it up to the computer and everything, man, and we'll watch the ball game, man, and we'll do a live stream with the basketball game going on. I have no problem doing that. I have no problem doing that. So how about we try to make it happen here sometime before the series is over?
That'll work.
All right, man. Well, hey, thank you guys, man, for jumping in. Bishop, man, always one love. Mike, man, thank you for jumping in, man, like always.
Much love on this end, guys.
I really appreciate it, man, more than you guys know. I am very, very busy, but I always try to make it an issue to get on here to show my love to the fans, to show my love to everyone, man, that's in the comments right now. 317 subscribers and growing. So let's just keep it going. The more I get on, the more subscribers I get. So Bishop, we're going to get on more often. But until then, Boomer Sooner. Let's go Thunder. Win that damn ball game tonight, or we're going to be in trouble.
What's this, Coach? To the side.
Down. Oh yeah. To the side. And then with the one in the middle. Y'all guys have a wonderful night, man. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Too,
all right, man. I'll see you guys Thursday, man. Boom.
All right, brother. Boom.
I'm just getting money.